The pastor who changed his mindset. Have you ever felt like your mind is working against you, racing ahead while you're left trying to catch up? Today, I want to share the story of a pastor named Daniel who struggled with anxiety and stress until he learned how to change his thinking. What he discovered can help anyone looking to find peace in their minds. Daniel was known for giving powerful sermons and helping people in his community. On the outside, he seemed calm and in control, but on the inside, his mind was very chaotic. He described it like a fan stuck on high speed, always spinning and never stopping. Every little mistake replayed in his head, and he spent his nights lying awake, thinking about the day's events. When morning came, the cycle would start all over again. One day, after forgetting an important visit to a hospital because he was lost in his thoughts, Daniel realized he couldn't live this way anymore. He reached out to an older mentor named Pastor Elijah, who was known for his deep sense of peace. Elijah listened and then asked Daniel an interesting question. How much of your thinking is a choice, and how much is a habit? Daniel had never really considered this before. His thoughts just seemed to run on their own. Elijah then gave him a 30-day challenge. Treat his brain like a muscle that needed training. He introduced 3 simple practices to help Daniel. 1. The morning reset 5 minutes. Before looking at his phone, Daniel would sit quietly, breathe slowly, and think of 3 things he was grateful for. This helped calm his mind and improve his focus. 2. Thought labeling. Whenever anxious thoughts came up, instead of fighting them, he would simply label them as worry, judgment, or fear of the future. By naming the thoughts, he learned to distance himself from them. 3. Mind rehearsal at night. Instead of replaying mistakes, Daniel practiced visualizing the best version of his next day. He pictured himself entering meetings calmly, speaking clearly, and listening to others. At first, these exercises felt strange and mechanical. The racing thoughts in his mind didn't stop immediately, but gradually, things began to shift. By the second week, Daniel noticed moments of quietness in his head that he hadn't experienced before. By the end of the month, even when faced with challenges, he was able to respond calmly instead of reacting with panic. Daniel later shared with his church, "Peace doesn't mean there are no problems. It means having a calm mind." The man who once felt overwhelmed had trained his brain to be slower and more present. This new sense of calm not only changed him, but also positively impacted everyone around him. Daniel's experience teaches us that our minds are not wild and uncontrollable. They are powerful tools that we can learn to train. Finding peace doesn't come from avoiding problems, but from building our inner strength so that we can face anything without being shaken. Start small. Take 5 minutes tomorrow morning to reset your mind. Label one anxious thought you have. Picture one good thing happening tomorrow. Day by day, you can change your thinking, just like Daniel did.